Have you ever wondered why chips are easy to eat, but vegetables are hard to eat? Or why your phone is easy to pick up, but a book is hard to open? You have probably heard the same old answer. People say, just use more willpower. That answer is wrong. It has always been wrong. And once you understand why, you will never look at your habits the same way again. Long ago, a scientist rang a bell every time he fed his dogs. He did this again and again, day after day. After a while, something strange happened. The dogs started drooling the second they heard the bell. Not when the food arrived, before it even showed up. Their brains had learned something powerful. The bell means the reward is coming. So the good feelings started early, at the bell, not late, at the food. Your brain works the exact same way. It does not wait for the reward to feel good. It feels good the moment it expects one. Every habit you have, good or bad, has its own bell. Here is the secret nobody tells you. Bad habits ring their bell fast and loud. Good habits ring their bell slow and quiet, if they ring it at all. That is the real reason good habits feel boring. It is not you. It is your bell. Think about your phone for a second. The second you pick it up, your brain already expects something fun. A message, a video, a like. The bell rings before you even unlock the screen. Now, think about a book, or a workout, or homework. There is no fast bell. The reward feels far away, or fuzzy, or unclear. So, your brain stays quiet, and quiet feels like boring. This is not just true for kids or teenagers. It is true for adults too. It is true for anyone with a brain. Nobody is broken here. Nobody is missing some special gene for discipline that other people have. Everyone is running on the exact same system. The only difference is how loudly that system's bell rings for each habit in their life. That is actually good news. If the problem were really about willpower, there would be nothing you could do except try harder and hope. But since the real problem is about signals and timing, you can actually change it. You can build louder bells on purpose. Scientists have a name for this feeling. They call it dopamine. Dopamine is a tiny chemical inside your brain. It does not just show up when good things happen. It shows up when your brain expects good things to happen. That is the real trick. Dopamine is not the reward. Dopamine is the bell. Meet Maya. Maya wants to read more books. Every night, she tells herself, "Tonight, I will read." But every night, her hand reaches for her phone instead. Maya is not lazy. Maya's phone has a loud, fast bell. It buzzes, it lights up. It promises something new in 1 second. Her book just sits there quietly, with no bell at all. That is the whole problem in one sentence. By the end of this video, you will know how to fix that. You will know how to give your good habits a louder bell. You will also know how to turn down the bell on your bad ones. No extra willpower needed, just a smarter brain trick. The good news is, you do not need to understand brain science to use this. You just need 9 simple moves. Each one is small. Each one takes almost no extra time. And each one works with your brain instead of fighting against it. Here are 9 ways to move the bell. Habit 1. Give your habit a starting bell. Your brain loves signals. A signal is something small that always comes right before an action. Pick one clear signal for your habit. It should happen every single time, right before you start. It should be something you already do without thinking. For example, every time I plug in my phone charger, I read one page. The charger becomes the bell. Do this again and again, every single night. Soon, your brain hears that signal and starts to expect the good feeling that follows it. You are not waiting for motivation anymore. You are just answering a bell. That is a much easier job for your brain. This works because your brain is a pattern finder. It notices what usually happens after a signal, and it starts to prepare early. The more times you repeat the pattern, the faster and louder that early feeling becomes. Habit 2. Make the first step tiny. Your brain's bell loves speed. It wants a reward fast, not far away in the future. So, shrink your habit down until it feels almost instant. Do not say, read one chapter. Say, read one page. Do not say, work out for an hour. Say, put on your shoes. A tiny first step rings the bell almost right away. Once you start, finishing often feels easy. The hard part was never the whole task. The hard part was always the first 10 seconds. Maya tried this too. She stopped telling herself to read for 30 minutes. She told herself, read one page. One page felt easy, and most nights, one page turned into 10. This is not a trick to fool yourself. It is just honest math. A task that feels small gets started more often than a task that feels huge, even if they both end up taking the same amount of time. Habit 3. Show yourself a win right away. Big rewards, like finishing a book or losing weight, take weeks to show up. Your brain does not like waiting weeks for proof that something is working. So give yourself a small, visible win the second you finish. A check mark on a calendar, a sticker on a chart, a tally mark on your wall. Maya started putting one sticker on her wall for every night she read, even if she only read one page. Her brain saw proof of a win right away. That small sticker rang a bell her brain could not ignore. Small proof right now beats big proof someday. Your brain almost always chooses the fast signal over the slow one. That is not a flaw. It is simply how your brain has always worked, since long before books or phones ever existed. Habit 4. Stack it on a habit you already love. You already have habits with loud bells. Coffee in the morning, brushing your teeth, sitting down for dinner. These happen without any effort at all. Attach your new habit directly onto one of these old ones. Try, after I pour my coffee, I read one page. Or, after I brush my teeth, I stretch for 1 minute. You are borrowing a bell that already exists and already works. The old habit pulls the new one along behind it, almost automatically. Maya picked her morning coffee. Every time she smelled it brewing, she grabbed her book from the counter. The coffee bell became her reading bell too. You do not need a new habit built from nothing. You just need to hitch a ride on a bell that already rings loudly every single day without any effort from you at all. Habit 5. Make the bad habit's bell ring later. You cannot always remove a bad habit completely, but you can slow down its bell. If your phone is the problem, leave it in another room at night. If snacking is the problem, put the snacks somewhere harder to reach. If a website is the problem, log yourself out every single time. Every extra second between wanting something and actually getting it weakens the bell a little. A slower bell rings quieter. A quieter bell is much easier to ignore. This is exactly what Maya did. Her phone now charges in the kitchen overnight, not next to her bed. The short walk to get it is enough friction to make her pause. You are not fighting the habit head-on. You are just making its bell a little harder to hear. So your own good habit gets a fair chance to be heard first. Habit 6. Use a 10-second warm-up. Athletes do not just walk onto the field and start playing. They stretch first. They bounce on their toes. They get their body and brain ready before the real action begins. Give your good habit a tiny warm-up too. Before you write, sharpen a pencil. Before you exercise, put on your workout clothes. Before you study, clear off your desk. This 10-second ritual becomes its own small bell. It tells your brain, the good part is about to begin, even before anything real has happened yet. Maya's warm-up is simple. She fluffs her pillow and turns on one small lamp. That tiny ritual now means reading time is starting. Before she even opens the book, the warm-up does not need to be long. It just needs to be exactly the same every single time. So your brain learns to expect what comes right after it. Habit 7. Reward the start, not just the finish. Most people only celebrate when they finish something. That means the reward comes very late. The bell almost never rings at the beginning when it matters most. Flip that around. The second you start your habit, say to yourself, good job. I started, not when you finish the book, not when you finish the workout, right when you begin. This teaches your brain that starting itself feels good, not just finishing. And a habit that feels good to start is a habit you will actually start again tomorrow. Most people wait until the very end to feel proud of themselves. By then, the hardest part is already over. Move that proud feeling to the beginning. And the hardest part gets easier every time. Habit 8. Make your progress visible. A tracker, a chart, or even a jar you drop a marble into every day gives your brain something powerful. It gives your brain proof. Every time you look at that tracker and see it grow, your brain gets a small, instant hit of, this is working. You do not have to wait for the big result at the end. The chart itself becomes a bell. Maya keeps her sticker chart taped right above her bed, where she sees it every single night. A hidden tracker rings no bell at all. A visible one rings loudly every single day. Put your own tracker somewhere your eyes land naturally, like a mirror, a fridge, or a wall by your bed. If you have to go looking for it, it will not do its job. Habit 9. Add small surprises. Here is something video games and social media understand very well. A reward that is exactly the same every single time gets boring fast. A reward that changes a little each time stays exciting for much longer. Add small surprises to your good habits. Read in a new spot once a week. Try a new workout playlist. Give yourself a fun surprise after 5 days in a row, instead of every single day. Small surprises keep your brain curious. A curious brain rings its bell more often, almost on its own, without you forcing anything. Maya now keeps a small stack of bookmarks and picks a random one each week just for fun. It sounds silly, but it keeps reading feeling fresh instead of routine. Your brain pays more attention to things that change a little than to things that never change at all. A small surprise here and there is often all it takes to stay interested for months, not just days. Let's go back to Maya one more time. Maya did not use all 9 tricks at once. She used 4. She reads right after her morning coffee. She keeps her phone charging in the kitchen at night. She puts a sticker on her wall after every single page. And she rewards herself the second she opens the book, not just when she finishes it. Her phone still exists. It is still fun. It still works exactly the way it always did. But reading now has its own bell too. A bell that rings early and rings clearly every single night. Here is everything from this video, all in one place. Give your habit a starting signal. Make the first step tiny. Show yourself a win right away. Stack it on a habit you already love. Slow down your bad habits bell. Use a 10-second warm-up. Reward the start, not just the finish. Make your progress visible and add small surprises along the way. You do not need more willpower. You never did. You need a bell that rings sooner and louder for the habit that actually matters to you. Think about the one habit you keep trying to start and keep quietly giving up on. It might be reading, like Maya. It might be exercise, or studying, or drinking more water, or going to bed on time. Whatever it is probably not missing effort. It is probably just missing a bell. Pick one single habit from your life right now. Just one. Then pick one single trick from this video and try it tonight. Not all 9 at once, just one. Small changes to the bell add up faster than most people expect, and they last a lot longer than a single burst of willpower ever could. Before you go, ask yourself one honest question. Right now, which bell is louder in your life? Is it the one for your phone, or is it the one for the habit you actually want?